sweet, moving moment after the funny reveal of who they are. And of course, because they played the music so beautifully.
That's true, and it is one of the more, I think, identifiable moments in the film that so many people talk to us about. That is one of the things they walk out and remember, so thank you guys.
Amazing piece of synchronicity too. The Oregon Renaissance Band, they play in a lot of other bands and things, but they play a lot of Lewis and Clark era music. I didn't even learn that till after we filmed the movie, and so that was a nice little, bringing it full circle moment.
And Blue also talking about Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Jay-Z on the quarter.
Yeah,
we have a Jay-Z cover that we filmed with them that we haven't released on YouTube yet, but it's coming.
Blue, what about you, brother?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I think the funniest scene for me was the insane hiker who runs into us.
Brian Finney.
Yeah. He's a friend of yours.
Yeah, he did Grimm too.
The best thing was just watching him needle you.
Yeah, it worked. It worked.
Well, yeah.
On set, Brian Finney, the guy who was the hiker, who's phenomenal and just so talented. We hit it off on set like 3 years ago, and I came to set one day. My trailer was covered in, hundreds of One Direction posters. So that was fun. What's that?
Why?
Oh yeah. So on one of his daughter's friends' walls, I was like a poster. I was like a green whatever, and then for the prepubescent, and then like one day that poster was like in the trash. It was just One Direction. But I want to say one anecdote about the Renaissance Band. It was hot. It's like as hot as it is now, and we were far away. It was hot out.
It was 97 degrees that day.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this about recorders, and again, if I'm wrong, I apologize, but in order to make the octave go deeper, it has to double in length. So like you get like the high one, and then is this correct at all?
Yeah.
And then like there's someone carrying around like a 5-foot like husk, and like a cloak, and so they're just kind of. It was the least appropriate wear.
Yes.
People were going to
survive
faint.
it.
Yeah, we forgot. We just kind of thought. So thank you for that. That broke a lot of union rules.
Lula, the song that you were recording,
Yeah.
will we get to hear that part of the song?
Yeah, it's at the credits. So
They cut that out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For purpose of it.
But it's a good segue to say that the soundtrack is also available on iTunes, and it's the most eclectic soundtrack of all time. It's got Renaissance music, it's got techno tracks, it has 2 versions of the Little Genius theme song, the original 90s version and the campfire version that Hutch sang, but David is actually the one who wrote the Little Genius song.
I wrote Little Genius.
Yeah. And I'll just keep talking because I love to talk about the movie. But last night, so the Little Genius is very inspired by this 90s, late 80s TV show called Small Wonder.
Who remembers Small Wonder?
It was like a little robot girl who like was a robot that the dad made for the son to have a friend.
Bizarre yet workable premise.
Well, last night a man came up to me and he said, "Oh, I could tell that you guys were doing an homage to Small Wonder. I used to direct Small Wonder." And he was very like pleased that like we're carrying the torch of that idea and moving it forward. So, yeah, it's true. Yeah. One more, or that's it? But yeah, please. Yeah.
Is Jennifer a real party
I can tell you, I was afraid to find out the facts. I heard she was, and then I was concerned, and so I never attended parties when Jennifer was at the party. So I don't know. I hope that she is.
No longer your colleague.
No, I've quit.
Yeah, good job.
Maybe she was fired as well, because she.
Well, they can't fire. Discrimination.
Okay, but yeah, it is such a joy for us to play the movie in Portland, and please tell your friends about it, and thank you guys all so much for coming. A lot of people came a long way to be here, so really appreciate it. Oh, and yeah, we're the #1 movie on the independent section of iTunes, and #6 of all comedies, so a lot of you. Bought bought the movie on iTunes and came to see it here. So that's amazing. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you guys so much. You know, please say hi afterwards, and thank you so much for coming. And yeah, we really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.